Hey, you got, after that announcement, I just want to go like I'm in this auditorium and everything is quite crowded and all that good stuff. But anyway, oh, this light, honey, this light right here. Oh, 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 I'm gonna have to do some adjusting around here. But hey, how you guys doing? You know what it is. It's me. It's Yaya. Anywho, you get 30 minutes of practical wisdom and straight up common sense. It's good to see you. I uh, I affirm that every lesson that you need to learn today, you learned it, and every bit of inspiration that you needed to encourage you, that you received it. And before we get right into it, there are some things that I just really want to address. I mean, I just need to address. First of all, because we're family, I'm your good girlfriend. I'm your Judy. Okay. Hey, money, I'm your good friend. I went to purchase a silk pillowcase, right? A silk pillowcase, for the hair. We don't want to lay on, any cotton and, breaks your hair off, you get split ends. We don't want to do that. Do you know they had one left? So that means my good girlfriends are taking care of their hair, right? Had one left. This damn thing cost $6 for one. Do you understand me? $6 for one satin pillowcase. Look. I'm having some problems on tonight. You understand me? I'm having some issues. This thing is really bothering me. But anyway, I had to get that off my chest because, yeah, I was bothered. But see, I had to buy it because that was the only one left. It was the only one left. But anyway, it's time for commercial break. I want you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that like button. On my Facebook at Ask Dr YaYa. I would certainly appreciate it. And just to let you know, I know a couple of people have tried to buy some merch from my website, www.askdryaya.com, but there was an issue. But we're clearing it up, and the store won't be available until December 1st. But we still have the mugs, and we still have the t-shirts. This is one of the mugs right here. Tea time for the soul. Yes, I do all my own designs. Tea time for the soul. So we're going to sip some tea and discuss whether or not your comfort zone is killing you. Okay? We're going to have that discussion. We're going to have this real discussion because remember, we only get 30 minutes of this. We only get 30 minutes of this premier personal development brand. And I think it's important. I think it's important that you know what's going on with you, what's going on in your life, that you can take a step back. They always say 2 heads are better than one. You might want to take a step back and see what was going on. But here's another side journey. I learned tonight that people in their 50s, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my MacBook Pro and it looks like I kind of chipped it. Oh, I hope I didn't chip it. This damn thing cost me $2,400. Anyway, back to back to what I was saying, because I'll get distracted when you talk about spending money. But so I found out that people are not having sex in their 50s and stuff. Like they're stopping sex in their 50s. I hope that's not true, because I'm hoping when I get back on, out there on the market, I don't want my sex life to be trash. I mean, my goodness, all these pills and lubes that people have for you to have great sex and you out here not having it. I'm going to have sex till I'm about 80. 80, your bones get a little fragile. Then I'll probably stop, putting my legs up or to the ceiling or whatever. But until then, I'm going to need all of the sexual attention that I could possibly get. So let's get back to what we know. Let's get back to what we talking about. Yeah, money. This MacBook Pro 16-inch. Yes, this MacBook Pro 16-inch, honey. But I love it. I love it. It's a nice laptop. It's lovely. I Apple, y'all got it going on. I'm not promoting for y'all, but I like it. But So the topic tonight, if we get to the question at hand, and the question is, Dr. YaYa, how do I break out of my comfort zone? So out of that, I got, is your comfort zone killing you? Okay. So this is the thing. Yes and no. This is a yes and no about your comfort zone killing you. Because first of all, you have to know that your comfort zone is a dangerous place. It's a dangerous place because it does not allow self-improvement. It doesn't allow you, it stops you from achieving what you want to do, all the things you're capable of achieving. It will absolutely stop you. Why? Because of fear. Now, there's something else that you have to realize. Your comfort zone is attached to you. And every time something is going to happen, oh my goodness, you're afraid, you want to leave out of that place. You don't want it to happen because why? People don't desire change, but change is the only thing that is constant. Okay, so this is a yes and a no, because your comfort zone also is a place that allows you to get back to yourself. It allows you to think some things through. It allows you to really put things into proper perspective. It allows you to prioritize in that manner. So I would say you don't want to break away or break out or get out of your comfort zone, but you do want to expand your comfort zone, and that's totally different from breaking away from it. You do want to allow your comfort zone to expand in order that you may grow. Because if you totally break out of your comfort zone, and let me say this, a lot of people say, oh, I do anything, I don't have a comfort zone. Well, that's crazy. You need one to keep your mind. People who say they don't have a comfort zone and people who don't utilize the comfort zone are the ones who kill everybody in the house plus the dog. You're going to need your comfort zone because your emotions are attached to that place that gets you back to reality. Okay, so I'm very leery of people who say, oh, I don't need a comfort zone. Yes, you do, but you're crazy tail. You need one, trust me. So you don't really want to leave it, but you just want to expand it. You want to stretch it, because you want to improve yourself. You want to make sure that you are not stuck in a place that causes you to feel like you're not moving ahead. And when that begins to happen, then you have more anxiety. You go through these bouts of depression and sadness because you call it a rut. And anytime you feel like you're in a rut, it means you're not expanding your comfort zone. It means you're not stretching. It means you're not improving on anything. It could also mean that you have this wall up that, oh, I want to do it, but I'm afraid to do it. And so now you have all of these desires and everything that you haven't put into, you have these desires that you're not acting upon. And so now you feel like, oh, that's a waste. I mean, I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to do it. I don't want to do it. So you're just in the middle. You're just having a fight with yourself. So you really don't want to break away from your comfort zone, but you do want to stretch it. You do want to expand it. You do want to say, okay, I'm going to try this in order to get to this, right? So, and there are different ways you can do that. Now, I'm not saying that you have to start with something really big, like you've always had a desire to jump out of an airplane. I've always had a desire to jump out of an airplane, but you haven't even left your home state. Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, you have to start somewhere. start with the small things first. Okay, that's where you want to start. You want to start with some small things first, and then you want to begin to do that, because you don't want to give yourself any more anxiety than what you already have about doing something new. And a lot of people will certainly have that type of anxiety. Some people have anxiety every time they spend money. They're just like, oh my gosh, oh, I know all I spent was $10, but whoo, that was a lot of money. So I wouldn't tell them to go out and spend $100, because they probably pass out at the cash register. Just right there. We have to mop them up off the floor. So we don't want to do that. We want you to start with something small, but you know that this is something that you can do that will give you greater motivation to do something else and maybe go bigger, than what you've been doing. So you don't want to break out of your comfort zone. You absolutely want to, you absolutely want to, expand it. You want to stretch it. You want to make sure that in these gradual steps that your level of comfort, is a lot more broader than where it is right now. So how do you do that? How do you expand? How do you say, okay, what am I going to do to get this done? Right? The first thing you have to do is trust yourself. I know it's huge, it's big. Oh my gosh, most people don't trust themselves at all. Most people absolutely do not trust themselves. And that's huge. That's a huge thing to say, I have to trust myself. We consider trust placing our confidence in others. We're always thinking about that. We can always, without hesitation, say, do I trust this person or do I trust that person, and things of that nature. But you never think about, do I trust myself? I mean, do I really? I'm trying to figure out, you never really think about it, and you should. That's something you should start thinking about. Trust yourself. Trust yourself to say, this is a decision that I'm making. I know I can do it, and I know that it's going to come out fine. I know it's going to come out okay. Most people don't trust themselves because they've made some crazy decisions and nothing turned out right. Well, guess what? We all have. We've all made some decisions where we say, dog, I really messed that up. I should have never dealt with that. But guess what? You did it, you face the consequences, and you move on. So you have to begin to trust yourself. You have to say, I trust myself. I'm going to be okay. This situation is going to be okay. Everything is not as it seems. Take a deep breath, and I got this. So you have to learn to trust yourself. And again, it's not an easy thing. Exactly. Exactly, Monterey. You say, right, you lived. It didn't kill you. That's what my grandparents were. It didn't kill you, did it? My uncles would say that. You didn't die. Well, if you hadn't pulled me out of the river, I probably would have. I thank you for saving my life. But but some things, you do. You have to certainly trust yourself. The second thing that you want to do when it comes to stretching or expanding your comfort zone, besides trusting yourself, you want to do it in small steps. Everybody wants to do this great big thing so everyone can say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. Oh my goodness, that is so great. No. If you're doing this for yourself. This is your comfort zone. This is not about pleasing someone else. This is about you. So what you want to do is you want to do these things in small steps. And what may seem trivial to someone else or petty to someone else is right where you need to be. It's right where you need to be. If you know that you want to give you an example. Years ago, I encountered someone who wanted to go to Walmart. They wanted to go to a store. They had this idea, oh, I want to go to a store so bad, and I'm going to make my way there. Now, to someone listening on the outside, they would say, well, just get up and go to Walmart. What's the big deal? But they couldn't even make it past their front porch. See? They couldn't make it past their front porch because of fear, because of paralyzing fear. So now we have to understand that what they do in small steps may seem petty and trivial, and what you do in small steps may seem petty and trivial to someone else. But remember, this is expanding you. This is getting you to a place. So you can't listen to people who say, oh, that's nothing. That I do that every day. Well, guess what? This is not your comfort zone, and I'm not you. I'm not you. This is not your comfort zone. I have to do this in very small steps. Why? Because I'm not trying to run away from my comfort zone. I'm just merely trying to expand it. I'm just trying to expand my level of comfort that I'm able to achieve the things that I need to achieve without everything bearing down on me, without everything I'm fighting with myself every night. I'm having night sweats because I can't get anything accomplished because of fear. So in order to conquer that, you're going to have to do these things in small steps. That's the only way that you're going to be able to get this thing finished and done. The next thing you have to do, and I'm only going to give you 3 because, I want to talk about some other things. Remember, you can always go to my website and book a session with your premier personal development brand. I got to get that plug in there. I got to get it in. So anyway, and the third thing that you want to do, make a list of things, words, actually. Make a list of words that make you feel more confident. Remember, we're expanding and stretching. We're not breaking through. Make a list of words to make you feel more confident. The words that you like to hear people say to you to kind of encourage you and inspire you and uplift you. We all need those words. Just like every morning that I get up, I look in the mirror and say, YaYa, you are great. You are outstanding. You are marvelous. Why? Because those words encourage me. They motivate me. There's got to be something that motivates you, because when you're stuck in a rut, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about how bad you are, how it sucks, how life is not giving you what you think you deserve. You're thinking about some other things. So when you begin to expand your comfort zone so it's not killing you, you have to have these words written down where you say, okay, these are the words that encourage me. These are the words that motivate me. And these are the words that I should be using when I'm feeling defeated. Because let me tell you something, you're not going to have everybody around to give you an attaboy and pat you on the back. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. And so when you encourage yourself, you're saying, okay, you know what? I don't have Big Mama here to tell me, you can do it. You got this thing. I'm going to actually have to encourage myself. I'm going to actually have to say, okay, this is it. You got it. Okay. You will not today. Today is your day. I had to do it all the time in college. I mean, I took a double major. I was getting a PhD and a doctor, psychology. So you have these things that you have to do to motivate you when you feel stuck and when you feel like you're not able to achieve what you desire to achieve. And you never know. Some people are ready to throw in the towel. They're ready to just give up on it. And you were this close. You were right there. And all you needed was that extra boost. And all the time, that extra boost is not going to come from someone else, especially when we're dealing with your comfort zone. Remember, your comfort zone, like I stated earlier, it's attached to your emotions. It's where it's your comfort. That's why we call it that. It's your comfort. It's where you feel safe. It's where you feel easy. So break out of it? No. Stretch it and expand it? Absolutely. Right? Is it killing you? That too. If you stay there too long, but you have desires to achieve something else, you will die on the vine. You certainly will. Everyone else will be living life all around you. And then you'll be angry and you'll become bitter because you did not give yourself an opportunity to go out there and get anything done. You didn't give yourself an opportunity. And so here you are on your deathbed talking about, oh, I remember back in 2010, I wanted to climb that mountain. Okay, that's great. Well, why didn't you do it? Why? Yeah, and then you're upset with your whole life. And sometimes when we're upset with our lives, we blame other people. Oh my gosh, y'all, that's another episode. Oh my goodness, we might have to do a part 2 to this. We still got another 10 minutes. We might as well go ahead and head on into that. Okay, but that's what happens. You normally become a very bitter person because your fear has stopped you from living the life that you want to live, and then you see someone else doing it, and you're like, now I'm angry. Now I'm upset. That's why so many people are angry with others about their success. How many times have we heard someone attribute something else to another person's success that has absolutely nothing to do with it? I'm giving you an example. We attribute, let's say Jay-Z. hot topic, Jay-Z. Most people don't like Jay-Z. They say, oh, Jay-Z, sold his soul and everything to get his money. But I suppose if your uncle got his money, it was from hard work, right? I mean, I'm just saying, if we think about it, right? It's only when we make these things, when we say these things, we have to take a look at what we have not gotten in our lives. We have to take a look at where we are, and then you make these unhealthy comparisons. Oh, they got their money because of this, or they got their money because of that. So no one can be successful. And remember, you have to define your own level of success. You have to define success for you, right? But you also don't have to define success for somebody else. And we do that a lot with people, especially people in the public eye. We have a tendency to define their success based on how we view it, right? Oh, she got all of that money, she had to be sleeping around. Or he got all that money, he had to sell his soul. Or they got all that money from robbing other people. But yet you want the same level of success. You can't do that. You can't be like that. That's when you are bitter, because you have not gotten to where you want to be. That means you really haven't moved out of your comfort zone. I mean, that's all it is. It's not about how he made his money. It's not about how she got her money. It's not about someone's bank account. It's really, have you moved? Have you defined success for yourself and moved out of your comfort zone? Or do we get all of these shoulda, woulda, couldas? You know what? If I had $50,000, this is what I would do. You get $50,000 and you don't do what you say you're going to do because you weren't comfortable with doing it. So we have to kind of look at where we are. That's why I say, I don't want you to break out of it. I just want you to expand it. I want you to stretch it. That you're able to achieve everything that you desire to achieve, that you're able to have everything that you want to have without judging someone else's success based on the success that you don't have. Oh, wow. That was kind of deep, YaYa. Can you say that again? Absolutely not. You heard me the first time. So this is what we have to begin to focus on. We have to focus on the fact that you got to trust yourself. Learn to trust yourself. Okay. Do things in small steps. All right. And write down some things. Write down this in your journal, the words that will motivate you. Everybody's not going to be there to motivate you. And so sometimes we like, I did great. Why isn't anybody helping me out? There was something that my sons would say when they were growing up. My youngest son and his friend came in the house and they brought their report cards. And so his friend turned to him and said, oh, you know what, Aaron, I got money for my report card. And Aaron looked at him and said, that's great. And he said, what are you going to get? Aaron said, watch. So Aaron hands me his report card. Now, he's got A's and B's, and I look at it and I said, okay, son, that's great. Okay. Hand him the report card. His friend says, you don't get any money. He said, in this house, that's reasonable service. In this house, that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. In this house, that's what it is. So no, he didn't get any money, but if he wanted to be motivated, it was motivation enough for him that this is what I'm supposed to do. He got a great, and your son, you're outstanding, you're magnificent. Who's the great one? He's like me, mom. Okay. So everybody is not always going to be there to give you that thing that you need. And sometimes you have to encourage yourself to keep pushing. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself to say, okay, nobody around me is seeing how great I am. Nobody around me is realizing that I just did an awesome thing, and that's okay. That's okay. I know it was awesome. I know it was amazing. And that's what's going to stretch my comfort zone to allow me to keep doing what I'm doing. But if you're waiting for someone, now this is for you. If you're waiting for that next person to build you up just so you can do what's great for you, it doesn't happen like that. It does not happen like that. Not at all. Because then you're going to find yourself in a situation And you're going to feel your self-worth begin to diminish. You're going to feel like you're no good. You're going to feel like you're not ready. You're not prepared for what you're getting ready to do. And you can be wholly prepared. You're just waiting for someone else to validate that. But this, again, is your comfort zone. This is yours. These are the things that you have to do to make sure that, okay, I don't want to be here, but I want to be here, but I want to expand what I have a desire to do. I want to move closer to the goal that I want to accomplish at a certain time. You have to learn to do that for yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a great thing if someone else is there to encourage you. That's great. That's outstanding. But don't always count on that. Don't always count on that. Could you imagine my son's friend, how dejected he would feel if he brought home a C, knowing that he wouldn't get any money? How dejected he would be. He would feel worthless, right? Because you started that standard, now you have to keep it up. And so there's something that you have to begin to tell yourself. You have to tell yourself, okay, I trust myself. This is it. I trust it. I trust it. I trust it. And what comes behind it is going to be fine no matter what. No matter what. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people. When I say a lot of people can't do that. I'm a celebrity consultant. Even most of them, athletes, professionals, a lot of them don't trust themselves to be able to achieve a certain thing. So it's everyone has that type of struggle. But it's just a matter of you taking a deep breath and saying, okay, small steps. Small steps. I got this. You got this. Okay. Encouraging yourself. Yeah. This is it. Okay. So is your comfort zone killing you? Again, yes and no. So I'm glad we got that explanation out of the way. It has been outstanding. I hope I answered this question about the comfort zone. I thought this was a very good question. I thought it was a very interesting question, especially when it comes to your personal development and where you want to be and where you want to go. A lot of people won't move out of their comfort zone enough to even ask for a promotion. Even that level of fear. You know, people won't even put in for the next available job because of their comfort zone. So you have to determine how you're going to expand it, how you're going to stretch it, and what you're going to do to motivate yourself to begin to move into places that you normally would move, right? So it's just, I thought it was good. I really thought that this question was good because I think a lot of people don't know how to handle that rut. I think a lot of people don't understand how to handle being stuck. And the reason why they don't know how to handle it is because they think that they have to break away from that comfort zone. They think, oh, okay, to get out of this rut, I got to do something absolutely crazy. And then you just make it worse on yourself. So I thought this was a very good question. I'm certainly appreciative to the person who sent me this question because it was amazing. It was an amazing question. I thought it was very good. You know, I certainly try to stretch and expand my comfort zone every opportunity that I get, because I'm always on the lookout for being able to move in certain situations and things of that nature. And I don't want to feel so uncomfortable that I miss out on an opportunity to really show the best of myself in any circumstance. So outstanding. Wonderful. Great question. And again, this has been 30 minutes of practical wisdom and common sense. This is a Blue Stocking podcast. Ask Dr. YaYa. Remember, you are loved, you are valued, and you are appreciated. I will catch you on the next episode. See me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're on the Pacific Coast, I will see you at 5 p.m. You guys have a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.